Guest article, Robert Moyse argues that the RN should take inspiration from the U.S. Marine Corps and consider cheaper, smaller, and more numerous vessels to meet the MRSS requirement. Background: the forthcoming Strategic Defense Review, SDR, will need to make some hard decisions. There are large funding gaps across the whole defense budget, and MRSS is a large, potentially expensive program that is potentially vulnerable to the axe or at least de-scoping. There could be cheaper, quicker, and better ways of enabling the UK Commando Force, UKCF, operating concept. The days of assured Western Sea and air dominance are gone. The U.S. Marine Corps has thought deeply about this in the context of a war in the Pacific. They have concluded that their traditional large amphibious platforms can no longer survive up threat, and they need more baskets with fewer eggs in each. No single vessel should be mission critical. Even though the UKCF concept is quite different to the USMC Expeditionary Advanced Base Operations, EABO, concept, the logic is still applicable. Building smaller vessels instead of the large assault ships to support the core littoral strike mission has procurement benefits as well as potential tactical advantages. They can be built faster, for less money, in a wider variety of shipyards. This would allow a more flexible spending profile, making it easier for the mod to manage its cash flow and, if necessary, build the amphibious fleet in increments as resources become available. More rapid delivery would also reduce the money that will need to be spent to keep aging platforms going, especially RFA Argus. The stern landing vessel, the USMC, has begun to develop what it initially called the Light Amphibious Warship, LAW, which has now evolved into the Landing Ship Medium, LSM. These are far from settled concepts, but could provide a pointer for the RN. The US DoD recently signed a lease for a stern landing vessel, SLV, designed by the Australian company Sea Transport Solutions, STS. The SLV is 73 m long, but the LSM requirement for large payload dictates a vessel around 90 m long. STS considers about 65 m optimal for amphibious operations in the interests of maximizing beach accessibility and could be the best option for supporting the UKCF concept. It has the identical range to a Bay-class LSD-A and is designed to provide extended duration 24/7 capability with a crew of 18 to 21. Additional embarked personnel to operate defensive weapons, command staff, and medical personnel would increase this number. The SLV was first developed 30 years ago to supply remote communities and mining operations in Australia. The SLV can cope with open ocean passage in all weathers, deliver supplies rapidly over the beach, and have low operating costs. Construction time is typically just 18 months, although this might increase slightly with military customization.